Thanks so much for doing this. Kind of take me through last year. What were your takeaways from your first full season? Like we said, you had a 20-40 season between high A and double A.
Yeah, it was a good season. Obviously, there was a lot of things that went well, but then kind of getting towards the end of the year, started to reflect and see some of the things that could have been a lot better. As a hitter, I felt like I left a lot on the table, especially from the average piece. Felt like I had good ABs for a majority of the year, but I felt like there was some periods where the ABs probably weren't as good as they could have been. I felt like I left some hits on the table for sure. So going into this offseason, made some big swing changes and feeling good coming into spring training this year.
Yeah, and I know some of those swing changes you made were to kind of eliminate some of the big leg kick that you had before and make it a little bit smoother. Take us through what that looked like.
Yeah, so like I said, last couple of years been going with a pretty big move, leg kick, trying to get into the back hip and control that going forward. That just was causing some inconsistency with timing. Going into this offseason, I wanted to nail down something that was going to be a little more consistent and give me a better opportunity to be on time more consistently and just put myself in a better position to hit more often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how else are you a different player than you were at Oregon State? Because you were pretty good going into your draft year.
Yeah, I think just trying to nail down the consistency. Obviously in pro ball you're playing 6 days a week. It's a lot different, so I think just doing the best I can and trying to impact the game from every facet is a really important piece. When you're playing 3 days a week and in college, you can lean on the bat a little more. I think here, playing 6 days a week for 6 months, you know you're not going to have the bat every day, so finding ways to impact the game, regardless of whether you have the bat or not, is a really important piece.
Yeah, and what is it like being a prospect in this system? Because on one hand, you're playing for a major league club that's competing year in and year out, and you could be a part of their future, but on the other, you see last year at the trade deadline, they trade Drew Gilbert, they trade Ryan Clifford to bring in a Justin Verlander. How does that kind of balance out in your mind?
You know, I don't really think about it too much. At the end of the day, it's baseball. It's baseball for every one of the guys in the system. So I think the more that you can look at it that way and not put any more pressure on yourself, the better position that you're going to be in. Because at the end of the day, we're going out and we're playing baseball. We're competing.
And as somebody who reached Double A last year, how close do you feel now?
I mean, obviously moving up, you know, you're one step closer. I don't think you try to put any more pressure on yourself, like I said. Still baseball. It's going to be baseball in Double A. It's going to be baseball in rookie ball. It's going to be baseball in the big leagues.
Yeah, well, whether it's Corpus Christi, Sugar Land, or Houston, I'm sure you'll be getting a lot more games in Texas this coming year. Jacob, thanks so much for joining us.